everybody, and welcome back to Anime Call, episode 13 or 14, one of those. As always, I'm one of your hosts, Mike Martin, joined by my other two wonderful hosts, Indy Mouse and Dodger. Hello, you guys.
Hello.
Hello.
And it's an exciting day because we're talking about, it's the end of Mob Psycho
We did
100,
it. It's the
season
end
3.
of Mob.
Is
It
this our
was-
full series? Like the first time we've done a multiple season series?
I
I
think,
think
so.
so.
I
Yeah.
think so,
Hell
yeah. Most of
I guess like Death Note and stuff is finished and Evangelion, but yeah, this
yeah,
is,
but even was just one season, right? It was
see,
not...
they're remaking it.
Well, yeah, again?
Yeah, with someone
Taro.
well known. I forgot,
Yeah.
but yeah,
That guy
Oh.
who does Nier.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. They
we've
all
got, I have so many movies I still need to watch for even. I still don't even know what the current lore is. There's a whole Eva pilot I'm not even aware of from the movies and shit, so I don't fucking
Well,
know.
you got to catch up because they're
Yeah, we
doing
gotta do the
they're
movies.
redoing
Can't.
the season again.
we got to
They're
slap
doing it
it on
again.
our schedule and we'll just watch it again when it comes out. It's fine. Today is Mob Psycho 100 season 3, though, the end of the show, originally airing in October and December of 2022. I didn't realize it was actually that long ago. Before we dive into it, a fucking best season out of all of them. Like,
Yeah.
I would inarguably
really?
say season 3 was probably my favorite season.
Is it because of the alien episode that I hate?
You don't like the anime aliens, the uwu aliens?
I didn't mind it. I just thought there was something wrong with that episode. Like, why didn't they have faces so many times? I'm like, I thought it was like a meta joke happening, and I was expecting it was MA 15, which is like for violence and stuff, and I thought there was going to be a drop or something, but no, it was just kind of an alien episode that you never revisit, and this is the end of the show, so that's never coming back. It was a weird season. It was a weird season. I don't think it's as good as 2 or 3, 2 or 1,
really?
but the ending incredible. But we'll get to that.
Oh yeah, that's the last stretch of 4 episodes is fucking great. What about you then, Dodger? How do you feel about the season overall compared to the other 2?
I think this season is the most cohesive. I think the animation's the best, and it from start to finish has like a through line, and you can see what there's stuff that happens in the first couple of episodes where you're like, oh, that's why that was going on, which I liked. I liked that, and with the last season, everything felt more like it was all part of a big picture story.
Yeah, I think that's probably. I think you're like hitting the nail on the head as to why I like this season. I think more than the other 2 is that there was way more of it was like an arc. There was less like disparate episodes. There was like you said, a through line through it all. And I really enjoyed the Dimple kind of arc.
Golden Dimple.
Dude.
Yeah, so good.
Let's get into the episode's breakdown real quick. I have this shit written down as always. So episodes like 1 and 2 are really like the setup episodes. The first episode, it's about Mob who can't figure out what he wants to do with his life. It opens up with the conversations of him and his peers talking about where they're going to go and applying for college and like jobs and what they're going to do in their future. Career forms are due and he's got nothing. Meanwhile, Reagan's office is running smooth with Serizawa on board, and there's a new client whose haunted apartment turns out to be a guy drowning in regret. His emotional spiral is literally feeding the spirit. And then all during this, the giant broccoli from the season 2 finale is now worshipped as the divine tree by the Psycho Helmet cult, and Misato pushes Mob to become their leader. He declines, and then that's when Dimple is lurking at the top of the tree and begins scheming about what he's going to do next.
Bro, you should say yes, and we could rule it together.
yeah, absolutely evil shit.
I thought Dimple would I thought he turned around from like in season 1. He's like, yeah, I want to become a god. Like, I'm just going to use this guy. But then season 2, he was like in Mob's corner, and he saved him multiple times with it.
Yeah.
And then I felt like out of nowhere, he just wanted to be evil again. So I was expecting something to be controlling Dimple, but I guess he just had he just wanted to do something to do something different and evil.
He was like, I can have it all. I can have friends and be
I feel like
evil.
it fell off immediately. He's like, oh, I don't want to be evil anymore because you know what? Mob's still a cool guy. So that was like one of the things because I thought the tree stuff and like that whole thing was going to be like the arc for the whole season, but it kind of ends like 4 or 5 episodes in.
Yeah, episode
it wraps up
6.
pretty quickly because we have to get to Mob being the actual villain.
Yeah, the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I with that Dimple storyline, I kind of the through line for me of that story is like I think the message is like a mirror for what is eventually going to happen to Mob. Where like even if you think you kind of put away these darker feelings or these urges or whatever you have as an individual, there some parts are just always there with you, whether they be intrusive thoughts or impulsive decision. I think that was like the thing with Dimple is like one of the episodes is he gets carried away 100%, pops up in an episode at one point, and like that's his shtick is like he gets grandiose and delusional and kind of just lets it go to his head too much. And I think that's like the darker side of Dimple. Like we all have that dark side. And when Mob was like, oh, I just need to put my powers away because it's feeding into your ego that I'm like fighting back. Let's just talk. I can trust you. You're not going to hurt me because I know you and in that shit. I was like,
yeah, the
that was
monkey
like
shirt. The monkey shirt.
dude.
was so
Monkey
good.
shirt. I was so happy when that came back, man.
Yeah. You're the only one that's told me the truth that this shirt sucks. Everyone else is glazing him and like pretending that it was a good shirt. I really like that shirt personally, but that's fair enough.
I want that shirt. It's got to be out there. They've got to have
Yeah,
made that
that-
shirt.
That can be the
Yeah.
first anime cult merch, the monkey shirt from
Yeah,
Mob
the
season
monkey
3.
Yeah, I that's what I saw that whole thing as like, and also the glamour shots of Golden Dimple's ass constantly
so
were
good.
incredible. He has an ass that rivals the Mothman statue out here in America.
I
He's
feel like it was very much a golden freezer kind of thing.
100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is
100%,
super
yeah.
cool.
Right, I had that same exact thought when he showed up. And as Dodger said earlier, like the art in the shit in this season was
insane.
fucking incredible. Like every fight looked so good. And as we come to the end of that arc, of the Dimple arc, where he is basically wanting to be a god again, and Mob's like, let's not do that. Like, let's like be friends and talk. I realize I kind of ignored you, and that's why you went and did this shit. All the praise made the god of the cult conscious through the tree.
That
And
we don't
We-
see again.
No, he
Yeah,
fights.
So they
fuck
fight.
out of it.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. My understanding of it was that Dimple had inhabited the tree, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
And him inhabiting the tree gave it enough energy that it was able to stay sentient even without Dimple.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Dimple
Which I'm willing to
fights
go
it, yeah.
along with the magic bullshit of this world. I'm down for that. That's fine.
Yeah.
But doesn't it show them following Mob out after it's all over? It showed
Mm.
like the fake Mob for a second,
It
like
showed.
right at the end.
Did it? I don't remember that.
Like,
I remember
yeah.
because he like told him to leave. It was like he's like, he's weak enough where I can brainwash him and I'll just make him go home. And he did. And he went home. And at the end, he's like, Mob's like, I can't remember anything. He was crying in bed. And they show on the TV the broccoli in the sky looking like, I'm assuming, getting launched into the ocean.
Dimple, like,
Yeah.
took it into space, didn't he?
Yeah, something like that. I don't remember another one of those things surviving, but I could be misremembering. I did watch this entire season in one day.
Holy.
I was like I really loved it. I was like, I'm watching all of this. I'm not stopping.
You watched dub, right?
Yes, which
Yeah, so Elephant in the Room,
Yes.
Mob voice actor change, which
Oh, did it?
yeah. So the original.
he did his best to try and sound like him, but it didn't have that.
So I'm just
Aw.
a fucking idiot because I didn't know the whole time. I did not. I could
That's
not tell the
crazy.
difference.
I assume, like, it's easy to forgive because it's like, oh, he's going through puberty as a kid, like Mob's going
Yeah.
through puberty. So, but you can tell there was a union thing with the original actor. They didn't want to have his union on board Crunchyroll, so they just said,
Oh.
Yes.
we
yeah, it
don't
was
need
the
you
union
anymore.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
it sucks.
that
It's like,
sucks. Yeah.
the voice actor did it. I couldn't tell. I didn't know about it until after, and I was putting the episode together. I was like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
shit. Well,
I mean,
oops.
that's good. That's good you couldn't tell. But like, when I could tell, and I'm like, man, everything he says is a little off. And it's like,
It's like I don't watch it. I've seen clips, but Rick and Morty, the new voice actors for Rick and Morty. It's like they do a really good job at being really close, but there's certain things that they say where you're like, oh, you're not exactly the same.
yeah, like
obviously.
some of Mob's lines were like perfect, and then when he had to do something new that wasn't from the original 2 seasons, it's like, oh, that doesn't sound right. But again,
Yeah.
you can just say he's growing up, so it sounded a bit deeper and stuff. But
Yeah. After the Dimple arc is where we get to what I consider the closest thing to like
Dimple
filler
arc.
episode. The Dimple arc, yeah. The Dimple arc.
You said Dimp arc, and I was
Oh,
like,
the
I
Di-
love that.
Dude, the
After
Dimp arc.
Dimp
and then we
arc.
moved
That's
on.
what they called his fucking 2 butt cheeks every time they fucking entered the frame. The next 2 episodes were basically what I guess you could consider these are the alien episodes. These are like the filler episodes, really. And the
Indy's
first
favorite
one,
episodes.
what was that?
Indy's favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, Indy's favorite. Yeah, Indy, you want to tell us about these 2 episodes?
Yeah, so they are going to search for an alien because they have a telekinesis person that was one of the original members that decided to leave the telepathy club. And he comes back and they're like, oh, yeah, I've had telepathic skills this whole time. Let's go find aliens. Because that's what the leader, what's her name? Kiwasaki?
Let's see.
Whoever the leader of the telepathic club is. All she cares about is finding
Yeah, it's
aliens.
another
She's the Mathas of...
No, yeah,
She's
I don't know.
sad because they're gonna
Hey.
graduate, and she's
Yeah,
like, "We
and
never
she
found
never-
aliens.
never got
We
to
have
see
no
aliens."
telepaths.
That's me IRL.
Yeah.
So
the whole-
everybody
the whole-
decides to try and like make it worth it for her.
Yeah,
And, like,
and it's like a really wholesome episode where they're going up the mountain, but it's just animated very oddly. Like a lot of the time they're talking, they don't have faces, and I thought it was like the aliens were interfering with like the animation style or something weird like that. But I have no idea why.
I partially wonder if it's like the Ava budget situation where they're like, save for all the episodes at the end. These 2 episodes are gonna take a hit. Like, no faces. We don't have to worry about mouths. Like,
and
none of that.
It happened so many times in a row where I'm like, okay, it's not, because they've never done that before. Like they've never had like, oh, let's not animate their faces while they're talking. Literally blank faces, like as they're talking. So I'm like, something's going on. And then with the warning at the start of the rating, I'm like, there's gonna be like a drop. So I think I psyched myself out of this episode when it just happened, and they find aliens and they all trade stuff, and that I don't know his name, the kid that gets stuck up there with the aliens for God knows how
Mamita gets
long.
stuck behind there, and he lives as alien royalty.
He lives as an
basically.
alien, and then he just comes,
Royalty,
and
and
then
he
like,
forgets everything.
he comes back, and then
Yeah.
it's like, don't worry about
crazy.
it. It's like a reset of a cartoon episode at the end.
I agree. Like, it was the weakest of the episodes. I do love me an alien episode, but it wasn't exactly like the strongest of the episodes. It was fun.
It's directly into like the episode, or at least 2 episodes after, was the car crash, right? Which is
The
when
next episode.
Yeah.
So, because like
This
7 and
season
8
just
were
goes
aliens.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
this
because
is
right
where,
after
like,
that, they announced that Tsubomi is moving,
Mm.
and then all
Yes.
the boys
Oh,
are
yeah,
like,
yeah,
"You
and all
have
the
to
boys
confess our
have to-
feelings."
She's got like a lineup. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is what moves into episode 9. Exactly. Mob learns Tsubomi is moving away and decides he has to confess to her that he has feelings for her before she leaves. And like you said, he watches classmate after classmate confess and get rejected over and over. Misato challenges him on why he likes her, and he can't really articulate why. And then Reagan and Serizawa give him advice. He calls Tsubomi and arranges to meet at a park after school. Teru suggests he brings flowers, which is when he goes to Minagishi, the former Claw member, and he gets an upgraded bouquet for free as a thank you from him. And then on the way to the park, they get to a crosswalk, and he's standing there with a little kid who's playing on his like DS or whatever. And the crosswalk turns green. The boy starts walking first. His mom grabs his backpack, and as they're waiting, a cat ran across first.
Yeah, and he saves the cat. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He uses psychic power, stops the car, cat lives, thank God. And then the kid starts crossing after it goes, and then a bus comes. And I don't understand why Mob didn't use his powers to save the child too. But in this moment, Mob's like self-sacrifice. And he just throws his body, knocks the kid out of the way, and gets completely hit by a truck.
Imagine if that was the way Mob went out.
That's the end of the series in the next 3
That's the
episodes. So it's
show.
just like funeral, wake,
Yeah.
procession.
Another thing that I bring back the alien episode, all their phones stop working and their alarms don't work, and I'm like, this all has to be leading to something. Like they're all, like Reagan's alarm doesn't go off, the new telepathic kid's alarm doesn't go off, and they're like, oh, we can't get in contact, his phone must be off, oh, his phone must be off.
Do
I'm
you
like,
think?
what's
Do you think
going
they
on
did
here?
that on purpose?
Yeah, like
Do you
it
think
just
they
felt
set up this episode to be like, it's going to be wholesome, or is it? No,
Yeah,
it is.
yeah, like,
and
it's
now
like-
everything's going to be terrible from here on out.
Yeah.
Maybe.
yeah, it could be like the Mob house fire from season 2. Like it was fine. whole episode, and then at the end, it's just the most horrific thing. So maybe I was expecting like another one of those, but yeah, just a lot of like red herrings where they're like, "Oh, the phones aren't working. Why aren't their faces animated?"
Yeah, it was
It
weird
was
as
like,
hell.
and they're going up the hill. Oh, no one's going to be able to contact us up here. I'm like, what is going to happen up here that is going to be horrible? And then it's just and like the weeb, pink, girly aliens. But anyway, onto the best 4 episodes of like this season, I think.
Yeah, so after he gets hit by a truck, fucking, the next episode starts with him laying Yamcha style in the street, bleeding out, and then there's just a one frame transfer to, like, a ground cracked all around him, and it's just like a thunder crack, and you're just like, "Oh, fuck." And, Mob just fucking gets up and starts walking, and every step he takes is like an earthquake throughout
So
the city.
sick. It is so sick. Like the way everyone can hear it. Like it goes to Reagan. I think it's an earthquake. Oh
It
man, it's so cool
the
seeing the blackout mob.
the way he's drawn when he's in this mode is just, like, phenomenal. I love
It's
it.
so cool. Yeah.
It's that sketchy line that just, like, it just translates to unstable so
Yeah.
well of just, like, you just get it. You get, uh, what's going on here, which actually brings me to a weird nitpicky complaint, which is just me, my personal taste with anime sometimes, where, like, they do such a good job with the art and often what's going on screen to really just tell you there's a lot of show don't tell, but then just in case you don't get it, like, Reagan or, like, his brother is like, "Oh, it's the other part of him. It's the dark side of him that split when he was hurt and young, and then he put himself
Yeah.
away." It's like, you could just let the show do that. Like, you
Yeah,
don't
like
have to,
we
like
showed that in season 1, the whole flashback of him saving his brother Ritsu, and yeah, there I did notice stuff like that a lot more
it's
during this season that
I
I don't
wonder
wanna
if it
say
was just
less
because, like
intelligent, but like it dumbed down some stuff, I feel like, opposed
yeah,
to season 1 and 2.
I wonder if it's just they were just rehashing stuff because there was a long time frame between seasons. I don't know how, like, Dodger, how in, like, seasonal anime, how many is there, like, a year between seasons? Is it shorter, longer, like, for stuff?
It's normally about a year.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's actually,
I
like,
don't
super quick turnaround.
I don't recall how much time was between these seasons because it was around COVID.
Yeah, there was a
Um,
bit of a longer gap, I think.
but yeah, I agree though, because we have that whole, and arguably it's in another episode, but we have an entire conversation that Mob has with himself about what happened and who he is and what this split part of him is and all the, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
we don't need other characters to be like, wait, is this the other Mob?
Just like when we were a child and I saw this once when I
Oh,
was, like, yeah, it's like, "Oh, okay, yeah,
It
we've
was
already
so
done
well
this."
done as well with the dark mob with all the bits of, like, paper skin coming off the
Oh,
real mob and
yes,
then
I love
forming
that.
and then
Such
that's all
a
you
good
needed,
visual.
like, we get it. They're like
That's exactly, it's like the art is done so well, and it's so thematically on point. You don't need that, like, let the artist speak or let the art itself of the animation speak because you could do things like that where you can't do in live action stuff. Like, that should be
Mm,
the strength of this is being able to do, like, that effect, for us to talk about a little bit, where there's this moment on the inside subconsciously, you kinda have what you learn at Dark Mob, which is basically his emotions, his emotional side,
that
and
he's
then
held away for
Calm
way too long. Yeah.
yeah, he's bottled everything up, and, like, in real life, if you do that eventually, it will fucking explode, it doesn't go away, and then you have the Calm Mob kinda going back and forth, and during it, it's the end of episode 2 where it kind of the first peel happens, you see like, Calm Mob like begins to rip like paper and float over to this void shape of Mob and start placing it onto him. And when that was happening, I literally had that thought of like, this is so like, I love this. Like
Yeah.
it's speaking volumes without having to say shit. It's so perfectly
Mhm.
done. Which is, and we keep coming, we say it over and over again, but the art is so good. It's crazy to me. And I guess like looking back at his original comics now, it's crazy to me that this guy's art style at one point was seen as like terrible. Because he's clearly got the mind, like, he has the right thoughts up there. I don't know how much control there was it, like, super faithful to the manga? Like, I didn't read the manga, but I know it was adapted from the manga. Was it, like have any either of you read the manga at all?
Oh,
I
yeah.
haven't.
Yeah, I've read the manga.
Is it how
It's
faithful is it?
I mean, it's pretty one to one, honestly. Like,
That's
I
awesome.
think I think for One Punch Man and for this, the general consensus is whether or not you like one's original art, you can't deny that he's great at storytelling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the perfect way of putting it. Is like, yeah, it's his storytelling ability. Like, you just see in every frame and every idea what he's trying to do. So yeah, I guess it's kind of wheel back to the little complaints. Like, that's why I don't need that. Like, you don't need to explain it to me. You're doing a phenomenal job showing me.
you're doing great, sweetie.
Yeah,
Drawing.
exactly. You
Yeah,
don't
shout
need.
out to Chad Mob as well. I think he was in episode 3 or something where he kept getting the big
Oh my
butt
Oh my
chin.
God.
Giant chin and
We
shit.
just
I
skipped
forgot
over
about
the
that.
whole like he's getting popular arc was like
Yeah,
during
yeah.
that thing, and every time they cut to like fucking butt chin like Chad Mob, it was amazing. It was amazing.
It was so good.
Um, and during this, like while Mob's like marching, the first person to try to stop him is Teru. And he gets one last hair embarrassment out of the whole shtick,
Oh,
which is
I said out loud to the person I was watching with, I'm like, oh, at least he didn't go bold and naked. Immediately, Mob blasts him away, and he's got the
It's
blue
so
bold hair.
sad.
He's naked again on the ground. I really
didn't-
liked Mob
Just let
walking
him
through
live,
like all his
dude.
old friends, or some of them, and like just
Yeah.
like they had their like moments to talk with this Mob and
Yeah.
get their ass beaten. The katana guy and the OG, the lip ring guy. I forgot he was from season 1.
So, when the scene happened before Mob went crazy, right? When he was getting the flowers, and one of the dudes was working at the flower shop and gave him a bigger bouquet. I was like, oh, this is gonna be like, one of those scenes where everybody that Mob has helped along the way is now going to help him, right? He's gonna
Right.
go to a bunch of stores and things to get ready to go talk to Tsubomi, and everybody's gonna like give him a word of advice or give him something to help him, and it's gonna be really wholesome. And then he gets hit by a car, right?
yeah.
So,
so
the
this wound up
drop that I
being-
thought was coming was just a little later than.
Right. I feel like what winds up happening is sort of he still gets that, but in like a really different way, right? Like he still gets that all of these people who have started to love him and care for him and that he's helped and been involved with, he still sees all of those people. It's just under really horrendous circumstances instead,
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it's better for him because him seeing everyone in his normal state. He just doesn't have the emotional capacity to accept or like be able to talk. So if seeing only his emotions was, apart from having your ass absolutely beat, he probably took a lot of that in better as this like
Yeah.
demon form that
Yeah.
slowly walked through the streets.
I very much like this version of it too, because it allows it allows them to do it. Basically, it's everything Mob did for them, where he would put himself in danger, even if he died, to sit with these people because he knew they were good people and that there was like their dark side isn't who they are. And we instead of we get to see them do the same thing. They put themselves in danger because it's what Mob did for them, and it's what real relationships and friendships is like, is knowing the individual is gonna fuck up. You're a human being, and this is the worst. Like, this is a psychic battle.
It's
fuck
one
up.
hell of a fuck
Like,
up, yeah.
it's the message the whole show, every season has been, is like, you're gonna fuck up. People fuck up. Don't let that condemn them. Like, don't let that be the only thing that you judge these people for. And
during this, oh, sorry, go finish.
No, I was just going to all say is the messages with Mob is like, and you, no matter how good you are at managing yourself, you will also eventually fuck up, and you
And
need
need
your
some
friends
help,
to be
yeah.
patient with you when you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really liked the helicopter scene where they're bringing in these like
Oh my
elite
God.
psychics from prison, and I'm like, oh come on, man!
Dude,
Like, who are these?
Suicide Squad
And then
was my first
I
thought.
said Suicide Squad, and then it has the president of like season 2, the final boss. I'm like,
Yes.
oh, okay, never mind. Like, this guy might be able to do it. He gets his ass beat, and he's like, you know what? This isn't my fight, and he just goes away with his son. He's like,
Yeah,
he was
I
about
love
to
that.
risk it all. He's like, I'm just gonna die here if it means I can help this kid. And then he looks back at his son, and he has the flashback of like leaving his wife and his son back in the day, and he's like, no, you know what? Not my fight. Not worth it. Let's just leave. I thought that was really good.
I love that. Like, it's just
Yeah.
funny, but it's also a nuanced take in like a genre, I think, that is often lacking nuanced characters. Like,
Yeah.
and him, like, I understand, like, when all they did was that flashback of him leaving his wife and his kid and the look on his face of like, I've done this before. Let me give myself time with my kid for once. And like, I get that selfish decision. Like, I appreciated that.
Because this was his first inclination was, if I'm going to make a different choice here and be a different person, then I should sacrifice myself here, right? But actually, the better choice for him to make was to stick around and be there as a dad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked that too because it is very like anti-Goku, right?
It is. Yes, it is extremely.
Like, you're not Goku, man. Just go home.
Just get out of there, dude.
Yeah, Goku does look for any chance to kill himself as he can.
Literally any chance to leave.
Yes,
Goku
I get to die.
Is a sociopath, man. He doesn't. Like, what do you do when you realize you're immortal and gods will let you come back to life as many times as you want? Just throw yourself into any fight. Who gives a fuck? Like, you can't be touched. Then I think after that, he runs into the his athletic crew, which I forget the name of.
Body Improvement Club.
Body
Yeah,
Improvement
that was
Club.
so good as well.
One of my favorite scenes. They're all posed like the fucking squad that they are. They all charge him with one blast, all of them but one. And I'm surprised one didn't get blown away, get locked hands, and then he gets fucking sent flying.
Yeah.
Who saved him?
It wasn't the main one. It was the was it the bold one?
Yeah, but who saved him like from flying? Because he was flying, he was gonna die, wasn't he? And then like somebody stopped him from hitting something, or am I misremembering?
It wasn't. Was it Ritsu? Because that's when Ritsu comes as well.
Ritsu shows up and saves them. That's
what it is.
Yeah.
And this is where we get to see Ritsu 100% as well, which doesn't
100%.
last long, but it's cool that he got his power up that like he never got to have.
I smiled like a fucking kid when that happened. I was like, it was like watching Goku go Super Saiyan. For me, I was like, that happened. I grinned, and then, like you said, it was over.
Yeah,
and then,
he couldn't. Like, I knew that they weren't going to be like, oh, but Ritsu is stronger than Mob. It's like, no, he tried his best and like talked to him a little bit to get.
I thought he might be able to emotionally connect with Mob more than he did. But yeah, I guess that wasn't really the point of that scene. Was
Yeah, I felt like because Reagan had to be the one to stop him. Like Ritsu was just like an add-on.
Yeah, Ritsu became like a bigger character later. The Reagan stuff was my favorite part of this stuff, man, because Reagan, he just solidified himself as my favorite character of the show. Yeah. Like this last bit, he has to get into the tornado that is Mob. And when he does, and he goes he finally gets to Mob, and he's like, the whole way he's in there, the scenes of him like clutching onto debris and poles and getting whipped around and like shouting for Mob.
Is this when they play the season 1 intro song as well?
I think so.
It's so good. I love when they bring back old like season intro songs.
He eventually gets to Mob. He's like, I got to tell you something, dude. I have to tell you something. Please let me tell you something. And then he finally locks arms with Mob, and I think they do this every season, and every season it gets me because I'm like, oh shit, he's gonna tell him he has powers. I was like, oh fuck, and then
you see the red cheeks, you're like, fuck me, Dimple.
I'm like, how am I still this gullible every single time?
Reagan would have us fooled, and like in real life, if we knew Reagan, he'd have us fucking around his fingers. It would be
dude. I would have been volunteering my time for Reagan, thinking that he would eventually pay me big dollars. Like 100%.
Take me to aliens. I know it.
I know he will. He would promise me, and I would believe him until the day he died. So Dimple's like possessing him to help him get to him, and he finally gets a chance to talk to Mob. And I'm like, I'm so curious what the fuck he's gonna say, because I'm like, I thought it was powers. It's not. What is he going to say? And he just immediately says, I have no powers. I've been lying to you this whole time. And I'm like, he knows, bro. Like, doesn't he know? Like, they literally inner dark Mob.
He never admitted it. I think
he never admitted it.
Right?
Yeah, and I think that was the point. But I remember just him saying that. I was in the moment. I'm like, really? That's what we're going to go with? But it stopped him dead. It actually completely worked.
It was more of a way to show that, because he was convinced Reagan was just using him and just for personal reasons, and this was like a way of Reagan being like, okay, never mind. He can't use me anymore after he said this, so he must be here for like legitimate reasons of caring about
Dodger
me.
and you are completely correct. I was just, I don't know. I guess I just believe Reagan everything. Like I'm like surprised. I'm like, oh, he's got something I don't know
You
that
were like,
he
he
is
doesn't
going
have
to say.
powers?
God damn it, dude. I know there's no season 4, but if they did, they could be the whole arc of the show would be like, he doesn't have powers. At the very end, if he's like, I have powers, I would believe him. I'm like, holy
knew
shit. I fucking knew it this whole time. God damn it. Fucking great though. I mean, it's the way it has to, like you said, it kind of the way it had to go. Like Reagan had to be the one to like get through because, and like you said, it does show that it's like, oh, he's letting his guard down because he cares about Mob. Like he does give a shit about this kid and wants the best for him, even if he's a lying piece of shit. I mean, and he talks about it then in that moment of like, it's all he knows, really. Like it's what kept him safe.
But he's also in that moment being a good role model, right? He's like displaying vulnerability. Like part of accepting yourself is accepting your vulnerabilities.
Yeah. He becomes the kind of mentor he always saw him as, or
An
like,
actual mentor.
he actually became the mentor that he had pretended to be in that moment.
And he does lie a lot, but a lot of like dad figure from Reagan for like all characters throughout all 3 seasons. Reagan is like a dad because these are just kids. Like at the end of the day, a lot of these are just kids. And Reagan, even though he has no powers, he's the only half responsible one there that has to like keep things in check. Certainly in season 2 when they have like that secret hideout and they're hiding away, and he's like, we should just call the police. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, this is your kids. This is not going to happen. And like any sane adult person would be like that as well. If there was like a bunch of kids running around and like the world's ending, you'd be like, what? Like, we need authorities or something in here. Like, let's not send out the kids with superpowers to kill like these secret agents.
I mean that is exactly why I love that fucking character, man. Like I shouldn't say it this way, but I love those little boys. But Reagan is like my favorite. He's just like, he's great, man. He really is a great like representation of what a real life adult is often like, which is just like a facade of bullshit and lies. Underneath is a vulnerable person who's scared of everything.
An incredible English voice actor as well. I couldn't imagine anyone but him as Reagan now. Like, if they had to get rid of him, that would have been devastating.
I agree. I don't know what the subset version of him sounds like, but holy fuck, the English VO for him is incredible.
I mean, he sounds smarmy, you know?
Yeah, I imagine. Hell, season 3 opens up with him doing his super surprise rice attack, and I love the narrator when he talks about his super moves. God,
we get like 3 of them every 3 episodes. Just his moves that it is. Certainly in season 2, where he just surprises him with like the drop kick and the shoulder jab and
it's
stuff.
just literally sucker punches and shit. It's like his superpower is catching you off guard. But Reagan breaks through, which allows Mob to kind of like speak and like to his darker half again, and just essentially be like, let's just do this together. Like we need, like we're part of the same whole. Like, I get it. Like, you're like, I'll feel my emotions. I'll be able to like regulate them and allow myself to feel, and we'll just face this shit together. And his darker half basically says, but what if she rejects us? And which is such like a kid at that age is like main concern. The end of the world
everything.
is
everything for him right now. Yeah.
Exactly. It's such a perfect like line, I think, for the darker half to say is like, well, what if she rejects us? But Mom's like, we'll get through it together, man. And things kind of like calm down. I know that they evacuated everything, but goddamn, people died. In my mind, people died in that.
Same. That was my feeling at the end of the season too. Was like, bro,
so people died.
Like, how do we even come back from this? Like,
this
I realize that you can take this whole show as a metaphor, but like, my God,
you annihilated an entire city, dude. Because that was like one of my first thoughts too. Because when he finally calms down, he's like, "I guess I'll go ask her out," and he literally goes from fucking annihilating a city to walking right over to her. And I just was like, "People are dead. Like, there's emergencies happening. Like, you need to like, it's fires.
No, he has to complete his arc.
He's got to complete his arc. Sorry, you're right. You're right." When it cut to, he comes back and he's smiling, and he goes, "She rejected me," which immediately leads to him crying. Which is like the first time we see Mob allow himself to feel. And I really appreciate the emotion is a sad emotion. I really appreciate it was not like joy and she said yes and he allows himself to be happy. I like that it was a negative emotion because that's fucking life, baby. Like that's how it goes sometimes. And for a weird little nerd like Mob, that also makes the most sense at that age. And I love that. I love we see him cry, and I love that we see him allow him to feel his shit again, his emotions again. And it's just beautiful. Dude, the show, for as beautiful as the art is and the combat is, just a beautiful message through all 3 seasons. As silly as it was, all of the characters they mean a lot to me. Like the show was fucking great.
Very, very feel good, which I think is very good. But the most heartwarming scene, of course, Reagan gets his birthday surprise. Like people actually celebrate his birthday and like care that he exists. In like the post credits scene, they have a little Reagan surprise birthday, and like the whole crew's there. And they hint that Mob and Sobalmi are like talking and like still like friends. So there is somewhat of it's not like a miserable ending for Mob. He still has all his friends, and it was a really good ending.
Yeah, it's one of the weird thoughts I had, and I don't know how real it'll sit with you, but it felt like a show that wanted to be a slice of life anime for the fighting anime fans.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. That's kind of the feeling I got out of it. It was like I could see this show also have been like a slice of life show about this kid dealing with emotions and like living, just kind of regular life, and it being, just as engaging in a different way. But I really loved everything about how the show looked with the psychic powers and shit. And I love the restraint they had with them a lot of the time too. And they really would go all out at the end of every season. Fucking, you weren't kidding that when you guys were saying this show was like something special, because I loved it. It was phenomenal. I adored this show.
So glad.
I'm assuming you both feel similarly.
Yeah. I thought like we've said before, I think it's in both me and Doug's top 5 anime of all time. So it's just
I can see that. I'd have to sit and think, but I feel like with my limited experience with like honestly, like with anime, it kind of just immediately sits at the very top of like.
I mean, that's fair enough. Like I'm trying to think of like something we've watched that has like touched you as much as Mob has, and while we've enjoyed Odd Taxi was like super cool, and like like I really enjoyed that. It just nothing. I mean, Death Note's my favorite of all time, but that's like
It's like Ava for me. I can't help it.
You can't get rid. And the same with like Dragon Ball, but
Mob is like. But I can also say Dragon Ball is the story gets shit real quick, but I also just love. I love everything about DBZ. Absolutely. Mob is it has to probably be in my top 5 at this point. What a phenomenal fucking ride. I really, really enjoyed it and kind of bummed it's over.
Yeah, it's going to be a hard follow-up. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, speaking of our follow-up, what's the next anime we are watching, Dodger? I can't remember the name of it.
Gachiakuta?
Yeah, that.
That is a newer anime for those of you who are like, God, I want them to watch something recent. Literally just happened. I think Indei already watched all of it.
Yeah, I watched it a month ago, so I don't need to do a rewatch. So we'll have to figure out what the one after is so I can start that as well. This is a 24, so we do need a 12 as well as to a shorter one.
I don't really know. Like that's on you. You got to tell me what shorter ones we need out there.
Yeah, we'll have to check.
Yeah, we can pitch a couple.
Yeah. But Gachiakuta, is that how you say it?
Gachiakuta.
Gachiakuta. Yeah. I'm excited
Super.
I don't know shit about it. I literally haven't even started it.
Go into it blind.
I went into it blind and it was sick. Yeah.
I also went into it blind.
Okay, shit. All right, I'm gonna start this tomorrow then. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Also, I saw the comments on our previous Mob season 2 of all the people that watch this or listen to this, and some of them said they actively dislike anime. So that's really crazy. That's an honor that's going to be great when we start TV cult, video game cult. movie
when we
cult,
really branch out.
book cult. Yeah, it's good that you guys are going to stick around.
The media
We'll
takeover.
get there.
Yeah, and cult where we talk about paranormal stuff and we
That's
just
just
get rid of
Illuminati, dude.
get rid of
That's just,
Illuminati.
when that show crashes, we can start a new one. And we just cover all the shit we cover in Illuminati with you two
Illuminati
instead.
cult. Yeah, that'll go
Perfect,
down.
perfect.
So fantastic. Well, thank you guys for listening. We'll be back in not 6 months with another brand new episode for you. Talk about Gachiakuta. And I know nothing about it, and now I'm very excited to see it. That's it for us. We'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Yeehaw, bye.
Yeehaw, bye.
Oh, yeehaw.